Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it start? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystems. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. Just like every single week, we do a weekly update and a weekend update, and today is your weekly update. We got so many cool topics to talk about. Me and Yagobi were just in the back here, just talking about some of these amazing stuff, man. So we're definitely going to go over minerals. Don't worry, guys. Minerals are at all-time high. You know, we brought them to you at $50 if you remember, you know what I mean? But no one gives us enough credit. People say that we don't bring the alpha, but yeah, it's proven that we do. And then we're gonna get into Ordy's birthday tomorrow. We're gonna get into some someone specials be joining us tomorrow show live. And the Merlin Security Council is now up and running, guys. So they have a really cool team actually getting behind Merlin and getting security the right way with the white hat hackers and all the good stuff. But yeah, let's get the show on the road. So without further ado, let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What is up? What's
going on, man? How's your week so far?
Week has been great. Had a little bit of a dump city. Just kind of, was it start of the week? I think it was yesterday, right? When we dumped. No, maybe it was Monday. Gosh, all these days are starting to merge together because we're just like happy being in the bull market. But yeah, it's been a pretty good week. You know, having that correction, like be eaten right back up was awesome to see. It literally lasted, I want to say maybe like 7 hours, and then next morning we're already back to like 64 65, got all the way back to 67, right? And so right now we're chilling, Bitcoin sitting at 65.9, and I just feel like this momentum is too strong, to where we are right now. I don't think we see a big correction. What do you think?
Yeah, right there with you. We had insane euphoria on Monday. It was crazy. Looked like Bitcoin hit the all-time high. Some charts say it hit it, some charts say it did not. But if not, it was right there. And then on Tuesday, after we hit the all-time high or got close to it, we took a nice bounce back down to 59,000. And that was actually cool because that showed a lot of strength. It showed that normally that would have been a 20% dump, but people just came in and they really jumped it and took it right back to like 62. Then it kind of hang out around 60 again. And then, as of yesterday, earlier today, we hit about 67, back to 67. So it's been very, very fun. Been exciting. I mean, I haven't felt this way since like 2021. I'm just really enjoying it this time around. I think last time I was kind of like on the edge of my seat, like come on, go, like with the pump, and you're sitting there pump it up. And this time I'm kind of sitting more of it as a bystander and just really watching it because I'm all in. Doesn't matter what happens at this point, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You know, it's like I think the experience of previous cycles and really being into the last cycle, but not having like the experience of timing the market and all that stuff. Like now, like we've been through like this tough bear market, and we realize that we're at this pretty much the start of this new bull market, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's the most exciting part, is that we know we have time, and we know there's going to be some amazing new innovations and projects that we're going to be able to have opportunities to jump into. So it's exciting times, man.
Yeah, and like last time around, I didn't know what kind of investor I was, so it was really hard to really kind of showcase my skills. And this time around, I feel like I know who I am as an investor. I know I'm somebody who finds things early. I know I'm somebody who sells early. I know I'm somebody who is not a trader. I cannot get in something, get out of it at a certain price, and then get back in. I'm it. So I think there's people who are traders, and there's people who just can invest. And I think I'm a great investor, terrible trader. And I am somebody who takes profits too early. But I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Because I know who I am, and I'll find the next early project, and I'm constantly recycling, and it feels great because I've been right so many times, and it's awesome too because I can't touch my minerals because they're locked in the Merlin seal. So Jeff's helping me in my problem of selling early.
Yeah. Well, I think that type of mentality and strategy works best at the start of bull markets, right? Because like you don't feel FOMO because you sell early, you make good profits, anywhere between 3 and 10x is great. Um really great actually on the higher end there. But because we're at such an early stage of the bull market, if you do that consistently, you're going to build a huge stack, right? Like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the goal is at the end of the day for all of us, right? Is to build upon your wins, right? You're going to take an L here and there, and but we're so early that, man, there's just so much upside opportunity for that kind of mentality.
Yeah, and, like, I'm creating moon bags as I go, right? So, like, I don't have anything from the last pump up, but this time around, like, I'm keeping, I bought 2 node monkeys super early. I recently sold one, and I'm keeping that the next one all the way to the end. I might hold it until the bear market. Like, I just think it's one of those things where, I'm okay with holding if everything goes to crap, right? So, and, with other things as well. Like, I took some profits on Voya, but I got a giant moon bag now, and I'm definitely excited for that. So yeah, there's a lot of things now that I'm trying to create more moon bags. And if anyone doesn't know what a moon bag is, it's basically something that you didn't pay for. So you buy it. You take your initial out, maybe a little bit of profit, and you let the rest roll for free. And it's a moon bag to the moon. But yeah,
Yeah. It's a great strategy to have, not financial advice though. But let's get
no,
into Bitcoin's price action here.
yeah, yeah,
You can see I have up the hourly chart here, and this is kind of where we dumped at, and it was yesterday. So we got all the way up to like 69K, and it like literally it did, like you see this candle actually came all the way down to 59. It is a quick wick, and it came down to 59, and this guy right here was very happy. I don't know if you recognize him, Garrett Stalloway, but he was very happy when he saw that. But then he got really quickly got sad again because the buyers just came in and said, "What an opportunity! Bitcoin at 59,000," and they made a quick $7,000 profit right here. Right? If you bought this, congrats. But I'm sure that they thought that this was going to go. The shorters, the bears thought this was going to go further down. Now, so we got our position back, basically got all the way back to 67, and we kind of been going up and down since then. And it was only like late, what was that, late last night up until this morning.
yeah.
But yeah, so we've been pretty much chopping back. You can see here too, now we're kind of back in the oversold. We just touched oversold. We'll probably hang out here for a little bit. And I personally expect a little bit back and forth, 2-3,000 up to 5,000 back and forth here. But this indicator at the very bottom here is called the MACD, and just tells you like the sell pressure or the buy pressure. So the darker the color, the stronger the pressure, right? So it is insinuating that like we are still kind of in that hard sell pressure, but this should start to lighten up. I expect it to, because I don't, not we just haven't lasted very long with those dark red candlesticks down here. But I don't know. What do you think happens in the next, let's say, up until Sunday?
Oh man, I'm bullish, and I'm, as always. You know what I mean. I don't think we've ever came on the show and I said that I don't think it's going to go up, right? So yeah, I'm expecting again. I'm expecting us to be at all time highs within the next couple of days. I'm expecting to be over 100K by halving, and I'm expecting it to hit. I know, I'm just gonna say it again. 700K in the next 500 days. So
Yep,
sticking to it.
700K. Man, that would be amazing. Yeah.
500
So
days, guys.
I think that like we were so like just hung out so long in the overbought territory that like I do think that like we do kind of swing back and forth. Like I said, 3 to 5 grand, like whether that's up, down, doesn't matter. Like I don't think like we get into like 70, plus territory until maybe like late May, but we'll see, or sorry, late March. But we'll see what happens because I've been kind of wrong about this. Not totally, because we both kind of called it. I would say like 3 weeks
Yeah.
ago, pretty strong. Whenever we said once it breaks 50, it's gonna like let loose, and that's exactly what happened. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. But like one thing too is that like what's been weird with the ordinal side of things, the collection side is like, before Bitcoin hit that all-time high again or touched it, tapped it, the ordinal sector was like on fire, right? Like
Yeah.
node monkeys got to like point 0.8 something, OMB eventually crossed over 1 Bitcoin. But then once that wick like went down from the 69,000, like ordinals lost steam. And then it got bought back up, and then ordinal started to pick up again. So it's kind of like ordinals is like really following closely to Bitcoin right now. Don't you feel like,
Yeah.
or am
No,
I
I
seeing
I,
that
I
wrong?
think so. No, you definitely see that, but I think it's kind of like people are just seeing that we're in a bull market now, and I think once we hit that all time high, it's just that green light now, right? We didn't have that previously, and I think now it's like people are getting, I call it basically, more risk on. People are going after the things that are gonna like do a 10x while Bitcoin does a 20%, and I think that is the ordinals, and I think you know our entire area of expertise right now is ordinals. Like, yeah, there's tokens and all this stuff, but when someone says the word ordinal, you don't think of a token, you think of these JPEGs, right? So, and I just think that more people are coming in, they're finding ordinals for the first time, and the first thing they do is they buy, an ordinal.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. It's a good feeling to see like kind of the ordinals just follow what Bitcoin's doing, because it was very, very tricky. Even back in like September, October, November when it was starting to build up, because like
Yeah,
Bitcoin would shoot up and then things would be delayed. Actually, ordinals were really behind. It was always the fungibles that like followed
yeah,
like a
yeah,
week later. And then finally, like the profits from fungibles, BRC20s, would fall into ordinals. But this time it's like, man, the ordinals are really like following Bitcoin. So I love it, love it, love it. Um,
yeah,
all right, let's get into our next topic here. Okay, this is interesting. Talk about BRC20s and
yeah,
fungibles. Tomorrow is Ordy's birthday, so happy birthday to Ordy and Domo. Shout out Domo. I'm
yeah.
sure he has a birthday cake for his baby Ordy.
It's kind of like I remember every time I think of birthday, I just think of The Simpsons, where it's like "Happy birthday, Ordy, Ordy, it's your birthday." Where it's Michael Jackson and Lisa. You
Yeah,
remember that episode? But yeah, and Michael Jackson's this big white guy. But yeah, it's what. Shout out Ordy, shout out Domo. Congratulations, Domo. You made it a full year. Everyone thought that Ordinals were dead, 3 months in. But you put the baby in the incubator, and that baby came out this as insanely strong. I don't know what the incubator was doing, but the Ordy's on steroids right now, hitting $95 and then bouncing back down to about 77 right now. Congratulations if you were an Ordi holder from, I want to say, like February, I guess, yeah, March. But yeah, it's been super fun ride, and I don't think Ordi slows down at all. It's not my cup of tea, but congratulations to the holders.
yeah. It's actually at 84, almost $85. So
Damn.
yeah,
Okay, I
I
was
mean
definitely wrong.
it's in a good spot, but it's still like the BRC20s haven't really taken off, right? Like more than anything, like that shout out you just gave Domo was like the fact that like everybody was, crapping on BRC20s and all this stuff
Yeah.
whenever he released that protocol, and it's done nothing but like prove everybody wrong, right? And so it's going to be interesting when once Runes is released in April, because there's so much infrastructure right now that's being built out for BRC20. Like you have Merlin, you have
Yeah.
all these other layer twos, you have a bunch of stuff, but then at the same time, you have people from like the BTC Startup Lab and other like,
Yep.
incubator programs that are building for Runes. So, I mean, what do you think happens? Do you think there's going to be like one winner, or we've talked about this multi-protocol like environment that possibly lives on it with Bitcoin fungibles, but what do you see happening?
Yeah, I mean, I just see building and building and building. I think there's a lot of builders here who are finally kind of lifting their head up. Like we just did a demo of a corridor finance, and those guys are building like a really cool bridge, and they're really awesome to show us what they have cooking, and so that was really cool. And then we had OmniSwap guys on this OmniSat guys on the show about a month ago, and we were very lucky to see what they're building, and we're going to keep reaching out to these people that are building for BRC20s and on Bitcoin layer 1, and it's very exciting. And I think we haven't seen anything yet. I think the innovation is yet to really be seen, and once they get the green light on this stuff, I think BRC20s really start going, and I think there's going to be a lot of new ones that are coming out and actually have utility on side chains. And I think they're really going to explode as well, even on layer 1.
Yeah. I truly think that the multi-protocol like world is going to exist, because there's just so much like capital that's being thrown at different
Yeah.
protocols, really. Like, I mean, you have BRC20. Obviously, we just talked about all those like projects and people investing in that, and I just I cannot see BRC20 going away. Like, you have huge centralized exchanges investing lots of millions and millions of dollars into it. Then you have Runestone, like we talked about. Then you have Atomicals that like people are investing in. Then you have like Tap protocol with Sora, and like, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
to me, like, that you and I were kind of confused last late summer heading into the fall, like what would happen. And then we came up with this theory of like this multi-protocol world of Bitcoin, and I think that's what's going to happen. But we
I
can't tell the
agree.
future. But I just feel like there's too much invested in a lot of them. So
100%.
all right. So speaking of runestones, everybody's been waiting on the Runestone airdrop, right? It's kind of getting annoying at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if like Leonidas took a page out of the Node Monkeys book, man, but if he did, he's freaking following it to a T.
There's a lot of hype, though, man. There's a lot of hype. A lot of hype.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so the first thing was there's this Runestone auction. So, Leonidas posted this today. Runestone just mined the largest Bitcoin block, or actually this is the pin tweet, but they actually put that Runestone up for auction, and here's the auction update 2 hours ago. Highest bid is 0.26, $17,000. Time remaining 1 day and 18 hours. But yeah, they're auctioning this off, right? So of course, you definitely had some some feedback. Some people were kind of frustrated. It says, why don't you do the airdrop? Why do you spend so much Bitcoin inscribing the largest ordinal instead of doing what the funds were meant to do? And then he says, his reply is, because doing something legendary and leaving our mark on the Bitcoin blockchain forever is how you create something of long-term value. There are many others who will be happy to create satisfactory collections that will be forgotten after the cycle. Plus, the auction of this inscription will hopefully generate even more fees to cover the second airdrop after the halving, where all Runestones holders will get the Runes token. So, people were kind of upset. Like, why are you doing this auction for the original inscription? And he came back and said, well, guys, remember, there's going to be 2 airdrops. The first airdrop is, of the actual runestones to people like the Ordinal. And then after the halving, once the protocol is released, those people that are holding this Ordinal are going to get dropped the actual token,
Yeah.
and they need to be able to cover those fees. Do you think that's justified of like doing this auction and the way that they're running it? Or are you against it like some of these commenters?
No, I'm 100% okay with it. I think Leo's doing an amazing job. I think, and I'm not I've never said on the show that I've been a fan of Leonidas, you know what I mean? But I think he's doing an amazing job with this. And I think the people that are in the comments making these comments are just when, because they're counting their chickens before they hatch, and they want it, they've already sold it in their mind, and they want the Bitcoin. And that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Because that's the type of stuff that makes me so mad, because it's like this guy's giving you something for free, something you do not deserve. Yet, yes, you were here early and all that, but you don't deserve anything. And for you to be in his comments to asking when, it's like F off. You just want to sell it and not be a part of the community. And it's ridiculous. Give the guy some damn time. If he wants to put it out freaking 2 months from now, that's his decision. He's the one putting this together. He's the one who got the people to donate. And we have to respect that and stop with the goddamn wins, because all wins do is piss people off. And I'm just tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good answer to that. But the second part of it was of this topic is, will runestones be released on Ordy's birthday? So that's something that you were thinking possibly could be the case, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what gives you that? Just kind of maybe you got this feeling, or did you hear something, or?
Well, I was in OSD, and shout out Block and Hype and J25, and they were like, I don't know if Leonidas likes BRC20s, and it would be a big FU to drop it on Ordy's birthday while Domo's giving his speech and getting his flowers. But I don't think Leonidas, again, I don't think he's that type of guy. I think if it is ready, I think he'll wait till Tuesday. I did have this indication after leaving there, but now thinking about it and kind of what you read that comment just now, it's kind of pushing me a little bit to show that maybe he's not that type of guy. I mean, but we'll find out. We're 24 hours away from really finding out if the airdrops hit our wallet while Domo is getting his flowers, which he
Yeah.
deserves. But
Yeah, and I think there was supposed to be some event on Ordy's anniversary, so
yeah,
maybe there's some big news for the BRC20 side tomorrow. We'll see. But
yeah,
you are 100% right in terms of like not thinking Leonidas is that type of guy. Every time that I've been on the Ordinal show or in the Ordinal show,
mhm,
like listening, and Domo's on there, he's always brought up to stage, asked questions about like what the updates are and stuff. So I think there's definitely mutual respect between those two, and it's going to be exciting to see if there's any type of update tomorrow. BRC20, Runestones, I don't care. I just want to
yeah,
see something, right? So
yeah. I'm seeing some fireworks. That's what's popping. But yeah, I don't think it happens tomorrow.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, me too. I am really excited about it.
Yeah,
This is crazy. I feel like a little kid on Christmas, and I can't wait to get those runestones in my wallet. Not to, I'm actually, because the total supply is so small, and like he's so motivated to get this to be like the top meme coin on Bitcoin layer one. Like, dude, like I want to hold all mine now. Like, I don't
yeah, me
know.
too.
It's just really, I don't know. I'm excited about it.
So I'm getting 7 of them because I had 7 wallets. I had more than that, but only 7 wallets were
Qualify.
able to get them qualified. And I have a weird feeling that I want 20. So I'm gonna try to buy 13. I'm hoping I can get them under 1,000 now. Originally, I thought I was getting these things for $50. That was a joke, but now they're going for so high. And yeah, I want 20. I like even numbers. I just think that's great, and I think that maybe in a month, like right before runes, I'll take profit on 10 of them, and then hold the other 10 as a moon bag. But
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I definitely could see these like taking off because
yeah,
the whale chats are just if they're any indication of how much hype is gonna come with these, especially when the tokens out there and everything. I think that, dude, I think there's gonna be like the collectible side and
yeah,
like the tokens are gonna be worth a lot. That's why I think like some of these things. Hey, R6 also still like it's proven me wrong. Every day,
yeah,
man. The price of R6 strong. So I think some
it
of these
is.
are going to have like a strong collectability of the actual ordinal, even post launch, and then the actual tokens are going to be worth a lot. So we'll see what happens.
I agree.
All right, you want to
Should be
pick the
fun,
next
man.
topic?
It's exciting. Sure. Let's do this. Let's shout out to our boy right here. Tomorrow night, guys. It's official. We got the Coke boy himself. We got creation of kings everywhere. That's what Coke stands for in his eyes. He's out here trying to create kings, and I think he's gonna do it with his ordinal projects. I think he's gonna create some millionaires with what he's putting out. Not financial advice, but we've seen some of the art, and we've seen some of the the
Plans.
behind the scenes plans, and it's really really amazing. And just the art alone for this first we're calling it chapter 1. It's a 5,000 PFP collection, and the art is phenomenal. And if you were lucky enough to get on the whitelist, which we are still working on, so basically all you had to do was go to or.io and be one of the first 40, I think it's 4,500 or whatever, 4,100 people to write mac and cheese with the display name mac and cheese. I'm hoping that the waitlist that we got is correct because we did get it from the Ord.io guys. So we're gonna have to go look through that and make sure everything is correct. But we're gonna try to get this figured out within the next couple days, and we're hoping to have a website up where you can kind of check if you're whitelist and hopefully and with a countdown on it as well. So we're gonna talk to the team and get all that stuff worked out for you guys. But we'll see. We're hoping to launch hopefully next week, and we're gonna have French Montana on tomorrow night to really give his opinion on everything, and it's very exciting. We're gonna be live, so have your questions ready, have them in the chat, and we'll see if Alex and French will, we'll give you guys the time of day.
Yeah, if just remember, if you're OG Pass, Ordinal Revolution OG Pass holder, then you're automatically whitelisted. We did
Yeah.
the snapshot. If you bought today, I'm sorry, you probably missed that snapshot. But if you were a holder yesterday and before, you're good to go. But that's another, give back, and we're appreciative to the to the French team to be able to accommodate us with that, and it's going to be exciting. So.
100%. So you take tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern time. French Montana will be on the Ordinal Revolution show. Should be very exciting. So and again, we're live, baby, live. So it should be fun.
Yep. All right. Let's go here. This is really cool. Merlin Chain announced a security council. So this is something that I think was very needed.
I have it here if you want me to show
Oh,
it.
you got it up? Yeah, pull that
Yep.
up.
So yeah, I'll just take it from there. Merlin Security Council, sponsored by Merlin Chain, partners with leading security firms and white hats. And if you guys don't know what a white hat is, a white hat hacker, they're basically guys who do the same thing as I guess you would call them black hat hackers, and they would kind of go and they would hack and things. So they do the same thing, but instead of proceeding with the hack, they kind of bring it to the team. So the white hats to protect the Merlin ecosystem. The foundation will fund research, education, and tech development for security and enhancements together for a safer future. Guys, this is exactly what you want to hear when you have funds locked up with these guys, right? I know I heard that and I was like, whew, you know what I mean? It gave me that breath, like a breath of fresh air, and very, very excited for them. They actually announced who's actually going to be doing it as well. Let me bring that up because I did have the screen up right here. Yeah, okay. So it's Slow Mist, BlockSec, Salus, Secure 3, Scalebit, and partners are Particle Network and Merlin Swap. So this is pretty big, and it's all sponsored by Merlin Chain. They're giving up some of the Merl token to these guys to really. Well, we don't know if it's the Merl token, but they're giving up funds to kind of get these guys to help them out, and that is exactly what I wanted to hear today. Congratulations, Merlin Chain. Congratulations, Merlin community. Congratulations, Jeff, man, for being one of the smartest people that I've ever met, and so I'm glad that he's running this chain because everything he's done so far has been absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I think this is really huge, man. It just brings credibility to the chain, and also for DApps that are looking to launch on this chain. I believe they have some sort of program through the council to kind of get cleared type of situation, but I'm not sure. I know I read that somewhere, unless I read it wrong. But so do some research on that to find out. But I think just having conversations with the founder, Jeff. We definitely get this feeling of he is like taking additional steps to make sure that like things are best for the community. Security, reputation is huge. Like that's something that he's like really harping on, and so for me it's like those are all the right moves for a Bitcoin sidechain, right? Because like Bitcoiners at heart are like security is like such a important thing, right? In terms of
Yeah.
the trilemma, they'd rather give up like speed than security, and so this is really big. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to do well for the chain in the long run.
Yep, I completely agree with you. I'm very excited for this, man. Very excited.
Yeah, me too. But man, dude, I feel like things are happening like really at a good pace for Merlin Chain, and they're making, like we just mentioned, the right decisions and stuff. But Speaking of this guy right here has been
Ooh.
tearing things up. Speaking of the Merlin chain, because
Yeah.
they do have a dApp that's being built on the Merlin chain, but minerals. Shizzy and I made a quick. If you were a member during New
Yep.
Year's, you would have probably minted as many as you could of these minerals
Yep.
at 50 bucks each, and I think they got to a high today of like 24.90. $2,490, guys, from a $50 mint. And so we made a quick members video, like I think right before the mint happened, or like 10% in. So our members were able to like mint some of these. And so that was just one huge call that we had from Ordinal Revolution. But man, I don't know. What do you think about the minerals? I told you that where I think that they could go, like minimum, in my opinion, is 10K for these guys. Uh, all time. Yeah. I actually think they go higher. Uh,
Oh man.
but what's your thoughts on like what you've seen so far? Are you shocked or
Yeah.
what?
I'm so excited that when they went that high, I immediately ran to Ordinal Revolution to our store, and I bought a Got Mineral shirt. Right, so I was just like, I want one of our shirts, but yeah, man, I'm so excited. What's the price right now? 20,
So
what,
it did
2000?
it bounced back down to 2000. So
Yeah,
it kind of followed Bitcoin. Bitcoin retraced a little bit today.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was at like 67. Is at 65 right now. So, but I expect to see these
Oh
guys.
wow, though it's like 3 away though from right back at 2200. So
Yeah,
you know,
I I agree.
I
Yep. Yeah.
yeah,
There's just
and there's
not a
not many
lot.
of these guys.
Exactly, man. Like you go to the second page, third page gets crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm with you. I definitely see 10K. I mean, guys, just so you guys know, we are holders of these. So don't go FOMOing in because we don't know what's about to happen. There could be something where once the M tokens are available, that you could see these going for a lot cheaper because like guys like us got them, so early and they're taking profits. I might not take profits on these though because I want the MNER token. Again, when I was saying earlier about BRC20s and chasing the next shiny thing, I think this MNER token is going to be very, very good. And I think that it could create, really big kind of like a flux of people to get it because Jeff keeps saying that it's like kind of a lending, right? And that's the governance token for the borrowing and lending. This is something that we are not sure about, but I'm just curious about what's next for these guys, man. I'm just so
yeah.
excited for this, and yeah, I can't wait to really dig deep into MNER token and everything they're building because their Twitter name is MNER for a reason, right? So it's not mineral. So I'm
Yeah.
very excited for what these minerals are going to bring me.
And MNER is the token name, right?
That is the BRC20, yes.
So that's crazy because yeah, I mean, there's so many of these like BRC 420 projects that planned on building on Merlin Chain that have a BRC
Yep,
20 token, guys. And if you got the BRC 420, you're going to get the BRC 20 for the most part, as long as you like do
yep,
what they say on Merlin. And so like there's a double benefit here, guys, like triple benefit probably eventually, because like you stake this, you'll get the token, you'll earn Bitcoin on this side because they are an actual mining facility. So it's gonna
yeah.
be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. So just
Yeah.
looking
Can I
at
share your
the
screen real quick?
yeah, I was gonna say the looking at the MNER token, you have 2.1 billion tokens here, right? So I don't know how many they're gonna distribute, for
They're
the
all in
stake.
the same wallet still, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
most likely they're all gonna just go to the MPC wallet. And then what will happen is on the Merlin side is, you'll be able to get like APR once you bridge over your minerals, and they'll determine what you can get right in terms of that. So it's gonna be exciting though, because like a lot of these are see the people that were calling out Merlin so bad about EVM this and Ethereum that, they had no experience being in the BRC
Yeah.
420. Like you and I had been over here for so long, we knew what the mechanism and the strategy was going to be, right? And it was
Yep.
the fact that like existing BRC20s you will get, like Bitcoin layer one tokens, dude. Yeah, it might just on that side of Merlin, there will be ERC20s, but you want to take those and go back to Bitcoin, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like that's where I think so much confusion was happening, so much FUD that was like unnecessary because they weren't educated. And I get it. It actually makes me, the whole Nats and stuff like that made me kind of take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm not as interested in this. This is why I wasn't as educated. And that's, some other YouTubers, weren't educated on the BRC 420 side, and they were making comments about Merlin Chain, and so like I get it now. I kind of like relate to them a little bit. I was like, okay, they weren't interested in this, and that's why they got that wrong, and we're not interested in that, and maybe that's why we got that wrong a little bit. And then, I think that can humble each side, right? So at the end of the day, we're all here, for the same reasons, and we want everybody to succeed. But this is exciting, dude. Like, I just can't wait till we can do stuff on Merlin Chain
yeah, man.
with this.
It's gonna be very exciting, and I think that the reason why the M tokens aren't out right now is because I think Particle Network is creating the scanner, and they're having issues with the scanner for the Unisat side. Obviously, it works great for the MetaMask
MetaMask.
part of it, but so Jeff was telling us in our spaces that if they're upgrading it and it just takes some time, but once that's ready, I think we're gonna see the M tokens, and then soon after we'll see the Merle airdrop. And the Merle airdrop, dude, I can't wait to buy everyone's Merle. Please, please floor your Merle. Please floor your Merle, because I'll be there scooping it up. I'm gonna take some profits I have from Voya, and I'm gonna be sitting there with a freaking bucket, and as you drop your Merle, I'm gonna be grabbing it all in the bucket. So please, please floor your Merle, because Shizzy is gonna be there to scoop it all up.
Floor your Merle. That's the message. All right.
Yeah.
So I want to get into another announcement with Mineral Club, but before we do that, we
Yeah.
kind of have to go to this and kind of break down what Merlin Starter is. So Merlin Starter is a DApp that was launched on Merlin Chain, and I'm
Can I
going to
share your
share my
screen again?
screen.
There
This
you go.
Yeah, this is their website, merlinstarter.com. But I want to go to their GitHub here, right? Because I really want to kind of talk about what their main objective is. So they are a launch pad on Merlin Chain. But this is a really good paragraph here that kind of explains what their main objective is in unlocking Bitcoin native assets, right? At the core of Merlin Starter's visionary mission lies an unwavering dedication to unlocking the boundless potential residing within Bitcoin native assets. I know it doesn't say Bitcoin, but that is what they're talking about. The native launchpad, acting as a dynamic catalyst, not only empowers projects to release their full spectrum of assets within the Merlin chain, but also serves as a strategic focal point for nurturing innovation and catalyzing growth. This strategic emphasis not only enriches the diversity of the Merlin ecosystem, but also fosters an environment where creativity flourishes, ensuring that each native asset contributes uniquely to the network's vitality. So, one of the first partnerships is Merlin Mineral Club, right? So, minerals obviously are BRC 420s, and being able to bridge those over, you also have to bridge over the MNER token. And that's going to be, the reward token over here on this side, right? So, they are going to assist in that. Now, they also are going to have utility for Bitcoin layer 2 assets, right? So they have an accelerator program in terms of layer 2 projects that if you're interested in launching, you can reach out to them. They have IDO launchpad, so that's something that you can do as well if you want to kind of just start with them all together. So they kind of have the first mission is that making sure that the native assets are tradable and flexible over here on the Merlin chain side, but then also they are here to service the layer 2 assets as well. How do you feel about this? Do you think this is good that there's a dedicated program for this?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think that is obviously it's definitely something needed. For this is the first launch pad that I've seen, and I think they're doing a really good job so far. I was very skeptical at first, like when they first came out. I was just like, I'm not touching it until, somebody big in that area, does a partnership with them. And then once Mineral Club announced their thing today, because we can kind of get right into that. Once they announced Mineral Club partnership with Merlin Starter, I felt comfortable to connect my wallets, like especially my bigger Seal wallet. And I would think I got like 100,000 points. I don't know if that's good or not, but that was cool to see. And then I posted it. It had me tweet. It had me join their Telegram. It had me do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then once I was done doing all that and got my points, I disconnected everything because I like to play on the safer side. Obviously, I'm bullish on Mineral Club, and if they feel like they are comfortable with the Merlin Starter, I'm officially able to play that game. So
Gotcha. Yeah. So can you talk a little bit about like how to get those points?
yeah, so it's really simple. You just go to share my screen here. You just want to go to Merlin Starter.com. I know we don't see a lot of .coms these days. It's usually .io or .org, right? And then you just want to kind of go down to the airdrop, and then you're going to want to connect your wallet, connect your Twitter, follow Merlin Starter, Merlin Starter on Twitter, and then post starter airdrop tweet, and then join the Merlin Starter Telegram. And I did all this, and I got 100,000 points for it. And it walks you through everything pretty simple. So you connect, follow thing, and then you can, after you get your points, you can go back and delete all that if you want to. That is up to you. And then there is some more stuff here. You can comment, retweet on some stuff, and you kind of get more points as well. So now that Mineral is a partner with these guys, I feel very comfortable doing this. Again, I think you should disconnect your wallets and everything once you are done. But that's just that's how I like to play.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anything with point systems, I feel like, is like some sort of future airdrop, right? So we
Yeah,
don't know what's going to
OG
happen.
pass or yeah,
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what's going to happen here, but like, this is something that we are just going to, for us at least, we're going to give it a stab. And,
yeah,
we've been, in situations where airdrops have been pretty lucrative. And so we're taking that shot there. And hey, look, this is another thing that the Merlin chain is kind of, I don't know if this is backed by them exactly, but, like you said, Mineral partnered with them. And I think that's a big move, right? So,
yeah. I just want to go over something really quickly.
okay.
So this scumbag, Hodling, aka Santiago, he posted a tweet today. I think we should read it because we really find out how big of a scumbag he really is. So the Track BTC Tap Protocol by Rarity Garden Benny is the biggest Ponzi ever. I was blinded by the scammers chain, hopping grifters, wasted time building and promoting his projects. I'll hold my tokens because it's such a elaborate Ponzi. I gotta make out too. Oh my god. And then I was banned from Track Core for speaking the truth by chip name. I don't know. Rusty, a hardcore Ponzi defender. Track is a scam, and I can't wait to say I told you so. All right. So this guy, in my view, is the biggest piece of shit I've ever came across. I'm really hoping that maybe he's like not all there mentally, like just because he seems to be, like I don't want to come at somebody who is mentally ill, and this seems to be someone who is mentally ill. I don't know that, I'm just guessing, but he is just sometimes he's very on, and then sometimes he's very off, and bringing these claims about Track. This is really big. Track has investors, has sponsors, they have a lot of things going on, and for you who failed as a builder to come out here and say this kind of stuff about Track, I think it's total bullshit, and I think you should be like, you should really really step away and just go away for a while because you've lost your marbles here. What's your opinion?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, here's my take on it. I'm just gonna give you my honest take, and I feel like we don't know what goes on in everybody's life, right? And so for me, like, this is definitely a horrible look for him. But I don't know what's going on. Like, is his like, family in dying? I don't know. So like, I want to kind of take a step back and let some time go by and see. And at the end of the day, this is very surprising, just because like
There's no excuse for this.
how on
There's no
board he
excuse for a
was.
tweet like this.
Well, I mean, here's the thing though. You said you don't know, like, mentally stable. I think that's a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
do we know if there's like a actual like mental diagnosis or anything like that? Bipolarism or whatever. But for me, like, I it's just sad to see. I'll just say that. I think that's a fair
Yeah.
statement to say. It's sad to see, and I think that we don't need to like really hover on it for too long, because at the end of the day, um, I
But if he's not mentally ill,
well, if he's not mentally ill, then of course, like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I just really, I like this. I like to stay away from stuff that's like, I feel like
yeah,
definitely it's somebody that's kind of trying to reach out for help, right? But not the
yeah,
right way. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah.
I'll just leave it at that, because,
Dude, you're
and,
you're you're a good dude. You're a good dude, bro. I'm
well,
not
I
so
mean,
good.
at the end of the day, it's like this, dude. Like,
Yeah,
we know that Benny has worked really hard for his project to get to
worked
where it
his
is,
ass
right?
off. Yep,
And so, but we also know like how close, like, it seemed like that they were in terms of like working together. And so that's what shocked me to see that. But at the same time, like, I don't know what anybody's going through that day. Like, I don't know what, like, because that's how shocking the post was, right? It's like, I
yeah.
would never expect him to say that about Benny and stuff. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
and shout out Benny. Benny, like, don't worry about this type of stuff, man. We know how hard of a worker you are and how amazing you're gonna make this ecosystem. You work your ass off, and for if he's not, if he's not like mentally ill and he's doing this type of stuff, then I think you found out who your friends are and who your friends aren't. So definitely, keep your head up, keep building, and just don't worry about this crap because we think Benny is amazing for this ecosystem and amazing for the track holders and tap holders and the airdrop and all that stuff too. So
yeah. I mean, he's got like financial backing, right? Like from Scry Labs
Screed Labs,
and
yeah,
Scree Labs and Sora and all that group and stuff. So I mean, they obviously do their due diligence, right? So
100%.
all right, well, let's get into the
Get in,
markets. Let's get
yeah,
into
man.
the
This is what everyone
markets.
comes here to watch, man. How's our coins doing, right?
Oh man, I'm ready for some Jigo and some freaking Chinese characters tokens. Whoa, here we go. Jigo number one.
Jago number one.
Jago number one, down 1.4% on the 24-hour. Then you have Pi. Dude, I feel like I'm on, like, it's Groundhog Day. Have you seen that movie with Bill Murray? I
I
love
know,
Bill
yeah,
Murray,
yeah,
man. I love Bill Murray needs to come into Bitcoin. He needs to drop a collection, man.
yeah.
No, but then you got Pi, PIIE, up 99.68% in terms of 24-hour volume. So it looks like a lot of people are interested in that. SatX down 4.10% in 24-hour volume. RSK down 4.17%. PIN down 15% on the 24. AINN up 3.78%. So that one's in the seal. In the it's an AI token, I believe, that's in the Merlin seal. INDS down 1.61%. BNB down 99.20%. You have FSP up 3.25%. DPD, DEPD down 4.4%. This is Biden. Biden. Biden
Let's
is
go,
down
Brandon.
point is down 0.96%. You have
He fell again.
BIDB up 1.29%. Then you have Pups. Pups, this is actually a part of the what is it? Dang it, the puppets,
Puppets, yeah.
pups. Yeah, this is their BRC20. Supposedly they're going to be transferring over to Runes, I believe, but they're up 22.22%. Track down 7.14% on 24-hour volume. Ghosty down 31.25%. Look at Track's price here though. The $4.78. Then you have Ghosty at 43 cents. Dang, this was at 50 cents not long ago. Rats up 17.83%. Man, Rats goes hard, but they did drop their market cap. It was at 500 million. It's already down to 400 million now. BSC, no volume on 24. Ordi down 6.25%, sitting at $85. The Toshi Pad token TSHX down 8.72% at 43 cents. Then you have PERQ up 18.09%. ONST, no volume on 24. OXBT, wow, OXBT joins the top 23, down 1.56%. Then you have SATs at 23, goodness, down 7.98%. And I want to look up Shint because our boy Francis had a post today. Shint is up in terms of the 24-hour volume, but 66.34% and sitting at 14 cents. But he had a post today. Let me try to bring him up here.
Garrett Soloway and his man bun.
Yeah, Garrett Soloway. I don't know if I can bring him up, but anyways, he actually mentioned that he that shit, I believe it wasn't official, but they're possibly looking at burning some of those fees that or the payment that people made with them. So that should help the supply there. But that is the BRC20 weekly market update.
And I'll take you guys over to Magic Eden. Do you see Magic Eden? They changed their lineup here?
I don't like it.
Really?
Do you like it?
I love it. I love it.
The old one showed the dollar amount too. In terms of it shows the dollar amount. Sorry, the BTC amount's gone then, right? The BTC amount's gone. That's what it is.
Gone. So it's priced in dollar now. I don't know, man. I like it because I don't got to do math anymore. You know what I mean? So, well, yeah. So we're gonna get right into it. We got the Note Monkey sitting at $47,000. Absolutely insane. And then Nat Cat sitting at 6.4K. Now that I'm looking at it, I do kind of miss the Bitcoin. But yeah, sitting at $6,400. Bitcoin Puppet sitting around $13,000. Puppet Maxi Biz sitting at $816. Quantum Cat sitting at $25,000. People were crying about this being a $5,000 mint at the time. Now it is up 5x from that mint price. R6 Meta Protocol, we were just talking about this, sitting at $7,000. Ordinal Maxi Biz got over that one Bitcoin mark, sitting way above one Bitcoin right now at $85,000. The Frogs way undervalued. This should be up here. Like it really should be. But I think it's only a matter of time for that to really get up there. The volume is really low, dude. Like I don't know what's going on with that, but you can see the difference in sales between the two here.
Yeah, there was 11, I think. Well, you're looking at the 7-day. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think they're gonna have like their run, but we got to kind of wait and see when that's gonna happen.
And we got the Bic Lips sitting at 8.6 thousand. The Peppy Nows sitting at $763. The Puppet, what is it? The Cat Puppets sitting at almost $300. I mean, Floriform sitting at $729. Nautilus sitting at 2.7K. On-chain Monkeys Genesis sitting at $8,000. I always wanted one of these. Not gonna lie. How do you think these do in the bull market?
Wow, I'm shocked. Those are the ones that are up. I thought the 3D, the Dimensions would be the one that's up.
Yeah, no.
That's kind of shocking.
This collection, the Genesis collection. They were the ones from ETH, right? They brought over.
Yeah.
And then we have the Bangers sitting at 4K. Bitmap sitting at $259. Opium sitting at $17,000. The BitDis by Bit Smiley, guys. I am super bullish on Bit Smiley. I think that that they are going to be something special, and I have a bunch of these BitDis locked up in the seal. So definitely, I mean, I'm pretty much all in on them. So, and then we have the Wizards of Ord sitting at 1.7K. Aliens World Domination sitting at $106. Bitcoin Punk sitting at $2,600. And then we have the BTC Slugs sitting at $823. And I'm gonna stop it there because I never really heard of any of these other ones. Bitcoin Shrooms are sitting at $303,000. So that is fun. Where are we gonna go next?
All right, I'm gonna go to the BRC 420s. Blue box is on fire, man. 0.638, sitting at $42,000, man. This is crazy. I wonder. This is one of those that like could really get crazy because of the Chinese whales, man. I still have mine, and I'm happy about that. But it's pretty. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how high this actually gets. Then we got the mineral. We already touched on that, sitting at 2,000. It was all the way up to almost 2,500 today. This song about NFT, the music box, right under $2,000. So 1,900. Then you have Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, it's been moving, man. This is at $204. So this
Yeah,
is a part of that MOA game, I believe, that you're going to be able to use. That's supposed to be built on Merlin Chain. Man, there's so much that's supposed to be coming to Merlin Chain, So like once everything's like built out, it's gonna be interesting to do stuff there. Then you have the blue wand coming at $310. This is another one I think that could really kind of take off because if you look in here, the blue box is actually incorporated into Merlin's. This is Merlin's wand. So this is a part of I think bitmap.game or bitmap wars.
yeah,
Their Bitsard token. That's another thing, dude. We're like
I know.
holders of the blue wand, and if you put the blue wand or bitmaps in the seal, you're gonna get the BRC20 Bitsard token, and then you're gonna get the mineral token, the BRC20. Dude, there's so many benefits to these BRC
I
420s.
know.
So I'm excited about that. The key, I'm gonna skip it because you did last time. Bitmap Town DLC, man, it's really dumped, man. Wow, that's interesting. We'll see what happens.
Hold on. I gotta say something you said to me last time. I skipped something. You had me go back to it. You gotta go back to the key. All right.
All right. The key is $18, guys, and this key looks like it's from the Legend of Zelda, like the original game from Nintendo.
I'm dying, bro.
Yeah. Then we
Well,
got.
thank you for covering that amazing key.
The BRC 137 Genesis Rock, man. Has any of these sold? I think there was some back in the in January. So that's gonna be we'll see. Ords Games. Oh, these have been selling recently.
Wow.
But they were at $100 at one point, but they're at $37.94. Let's go to MetaBox at $158. Then you have IQ 50 Club, $3,000. Come on, guys.
Wow.
Are these people buying them though? Oh, there was a
No.
sale a
Well,
couple
yeah.
days, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. The OG pass is going to be more than this. I'll put some money on it down the road, but we'll see. They have 500. But anyways, then
Wow.
you have Chip Game sitting at $170. Guys, Chip Game. We're gonna actually dive into Chip Game coming up. It's got to be like in the next
Yeah.
couple of weeks because they're definitely building something, and we need to spend some time on that. Sir White Paper, sitting at $65.55, and then we'll get into the Ordinal Revolution path, which
Dude, there's like none for sale.
Yeah, everybody's holding
Okay,
theirs,
there's
man.
some new ones now.
So the floor is like 1258, but like you get through a couple of these and then it jumps right up. But yeah,
Wow.
people are definitely wanting to hold these just because there's so much benefits to it so far, right?
I mean, the holder count at an all-time high right now.
Yeah, T52, and people are just interested in it, and so there's been almost half a Bitcoin in sales so far, so it's been pretty good. And we'll look at the old residents, see if there's anything going on here.
They feel like the old men now.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a sale or a mint in weeks.
Yeah, so
I'm still gonna do something for the Shizzy holders.
Yeah,
there's 32 of you guys now.
Yagobi, and then there's 32 of Shizzy. But yeah, you can mint these for $6 and then $60 there.
Damn, I'm $60.
Yeah, so BRC 420s, guys. They're still hot, and if you're a member, just stay tuned because we got another big thing for this protocol. We can't tell you what it is, but we will tell the members as soon as we're able to. But that is it for the update for BRC 420.
Probably could announce something tomorrow night when we're live. So
yeah, that'd be
I'll
cool.
take you guys. Yeah, I'll take you guys over to the Merlin tokens, or these are still BRC 20s, even though Yagobi doesn't cover it in his market update, but it's still a BRC20. No, I'm just kidding. But we got Voya sitting at $6.75. I see Voya doing one of two things here. I see it either going up to about almost $9, or I see it falling back down to $5. I don't think we get any type of I doubt we see any type of just sideways action with this. This thing's either going to go up or it's going to go down, and we'll find out within the next couple of days. But then we have the hoo-hoo. You go cuckoo for hoo-hoo. But yeah, sitting at around 0032, and I don't remember if that's good or not, but
well, 6.7 million. Yeah, Hoo-Hoo's been a frustrating one. But I will say that like it's really kind of just staying right at like 7 million. It gets all the way to like 7.9, and then I don't know if it's people they're waiting on like the M tokens to be released, but we know it ain't going to zero. That's the thing.
Yeah,
So
it can't because of liquidity.
Yeah, and exact. Well, and then also kind of like the first meme that the Merlin swap used. I think it's there was a meme token. I think it was called like Dino. Do you remember last spring, like Dino or something like that? I feel like it got Dino would always get like under 10 million, and then like during the meme season it got to like 40 million or something. That's how I see Hoo-Hoo. Hoo-Hoo's probably once the M tokens are released, Hoo-Hoo will probably get to 20 million, then 40 million. But I don't know if it's gonna have that rats type of energy, but we'll see. Yeah, that doesn't
it's
look
definitely
great.
forming a triangle here, though. No, it does not look great, but it seems like it found like a balance right here, though. You know what I mean? So we could definitely see something like whoop. We could definitely see something on the lines of like something like this, kind of some sideways action, and then maybe hit the bottom here and then bounce out. That's definitely, but it's also forming a head and shoulders as well. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yep.
And then we have Merlin box here. Not really sure too much about this. I know it has to do with some type of Merlin inscriptions. I don't really care for Merlin inscriptions because Jeff said he doesn't like them. And if Jeff don't like something, it's probably not gonna roll. Not saying he's a dictator or anything. He just has, a lot of sight. But look at this one, bro. That up only.
Dragon Ball.
So, I never heard of this thing.
I wonder if that's the
There's no way.
No. I don't know. We'll see.
Because I don't know. Be careful with this one, guys. I wouldn't put my money into it. The Merlin boy, bro, we got our own token now. Just kidding.
Merlin boy.
Oh wow, it's down only. It's down only.
Well, the liquidity says not that can't be right. It says liquidity 94.4 million.
Oh wow, somebody's shoved a lot of money into this thing.
No, it's not. It's off. It's off. That's why. Yeah. But
all right. We will go next.
I think that's it, right? I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think so too. Yep. And guys, we're having Chad Masters from was it
CBRC 20
BRC? We're having one this weekend.
Moto swap.
Probably have that video out for you on Saturday. We have, again, we have French Montana joining us tomorrow night, right? So look out for that. And then on Sunday we have our update, and and we're gonna start going live more often. So you can definitely check out that. So I think that's our show.
Yes, it is. So just make sure that like if you want to know what's in the minds of Shizzy and Yagobi, join our membership, and then you can see those members only videos. Check out ordinalrevolution.com. We have articles about the ordinal space Bitcoin ecosystem, as well as getting you can get Bitcoin conference tickets for 21% off there, and then also you can come and get some gear, some ordinals gear if you visit the store tab there, which is some really cool gear. I'm wearing a Bitmap t-shirt right now that is from the store.
Show it off.
I love it.
Show it off.
Yeah, you can see right here, Bitmap.
Oh wow.
Bitmap. Hey. But so you can check that out. But that's it, man.
Yeah, man. Let me show some of this stuff really quickly. So we got you got your Ordinal Revolution shirts. We got your Ordi CEO shirt. We're hoping that Domo is wearing it tomorrow. And then we have, you have your frogs and all this other cool stuff. We're going to be adding some more images and stuff like that in the future. So definitely check that out, guys. And I think that is everything. I might have to get that your shirt in a hoodie, man. I definitely like the hoodies. I've gotten one hoodie so far from the store, and I'm going to get a second one. But yeah, so definitely check that out. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. And that's the show.
Peace.
Ordinal Revolution. Let's go.